From New York, where giant 12-foot roosters cluck through the streets, pecking innocent citizens who live in second-story apartments, it's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, Billy Crystal and actor John Lithgow. Also, viewer mail, plus Paul Schaefer and the band. And now, a man considered to be the father of modern hydraulics, David Letterman.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And in answer to your question, no, I just like big sweatshirts. Thank you so much, because it's an inside joke. We have lovely women here from the campus of the University of Pennsylvania, and they brought along this little T-shirt, and there was a joke on there. They had a top 10 list. What, a top 10 lies about the University of Pennsylvania? And number 5 was something about having a big butt, and the joke was, no, they just wear sweatshirts there. Ha ha! Now we're flying, aren't we? Well, so I get up this morning, I read something kind of sad in the New York Post today. Apparently, a man in Queens had lotto fever, and turned out he died of complications when it turned to lotto pneumonia. God, what a... Ladies and gentlemen, the NCAA has asked me to make the following announcement. Attention, high school athletes. December 15th is the deadline for getting your letters of intent to Joan Collins. So be sure you... Please don't hiss the high school athletes. A Citizens Advisory Committee meets Friday. That would be tomorrow, right, Paul? Help me out.
That would be tomorrow.
Yeah, that would be tomorrow.
Yeah.
To suggest new subjects for United States postage stamps. One proposal would be, coincidentally enough, a new Joan Collins stamp. Seems a natural because... I'm sorry, I can't finish that. All right, let's...
Wait a minute. Hold it. Wait a minute.
No, we can't finish that
Come
joke.
on.
No, we can't finish the
It's
joke.
late at night.
Okay. I guess the busiest official at the White House these days... See, we'll just edit that little messiness out.
Never know the difference.
I guess the busiest official at the White House these days, of course, is the director of What the President Meant to Say. And, did you see the press conference last night, Paul?
I missed it last night, Dave.
Yeah.
What happened?
That's the first one you've missed, isn't it?
Yeah, I usually catch them all.
I know you do,
yeah.
and then you tape them and you go over them and...
What did happen last night?
Well,
though?
Reagan last night said that he didn't consider the Iranian fiasco a mistake, and then he went on to say that he didn't think the Boston Red Sox had lost the '86 series either. Now, under the provisions of the FCC's fairness doctrine, the 3 major networks are now obliged to offer the Democrats a half hour of prime time so that they, too, can embarrass themselves. So we... No, I just like big sweatshirts. Thank you. Thank you so much. What the hell was that? Well, you can feel it. We got a great show tonight. Can't you feel it, Paul?
Very exciting. I can feel it in
Describe the feeling you have.
Well, it's an electric, but yet it's not. It's more of a... It's an in, but it's an up.
Yeah.
With a cross, a forward motion. Now.
Yeah. Okay.
It's exciting.
On the program tonight, we have Billy Crystal is here. Oh, funny. And fine actor John Lithgow will be joining us. And a woman by the name of Barbara Mosley. Let's not tell him what Barbara does. Let's save that.
Okay.
All right? Because you probably told him already, didn't you? Oh, hell. Well, we'll see it a little bit later. Oh, jingle. Is it time for the... okay. Let me just slide by it. Oh, let it...
Thank you very much. Dave, I don't want to say too much tonight. I got to save all my funny stuff for Johnny Carson tomorrow night.
So for 5 years you've been saving it? It's a joke.
Well.
Hey, it's a joke. I'll come up there. That's right. Paul Schaefer tomorrow night will be on the Johnny Carson show, the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, starring Johnny Carson.
Unbelievably nervous.
And you want to tell him what you'll be doing, the song?
I'm going to do a little song. Should I give it away? I'm going to do a little Stevie Wonder number.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Fingertips, and with a big band, and I'm very, very nervous about it.
Well, you'll be great. You were terrific the last time, and you'll be even better tomorrow night.
Unbelievably nervous. Last time I did it with Billy Crystal, you know, who's on tonight, and that's one thing, is we're friends and everything, but Mr. C, I'm a little nervous.
See, that right there, you don't want to call him Mr. C.
Don't call him Mr. C.
No.
All right, any other things I should remember?
Mr. C sounds like a Bloody Mary mix or something.
Anything else I should remember when I...
Just be nice, be polite, be your normal, cordial, happy, personable self.
Okay.
All right?
Don't work blue, I guess. That would be a mistake.
Do whatever you want to do. Just relax.
All right.
Do we have to get on with this? Because I got a couple of things here to mention. I'm losing my mind. This is the truth. I was up until 1 o'clock last night watching Mel Tillis fish for bass. I'm losing my mind.
You are losing it.
So I'm driving to work this morning, and you see, these stupid signs they have hanging in every car in America now, those little yellow deals that they stick in the back. By the way, the federal law goes into effect Sunday night. Those have to be out of your car by Monday morning. So have all the fun you want to this weekend, but Sunday night, they got to come down. There's a guy on the way into New York this morning, has one of these signs in the rear window of his car, and it says, honest to God, "Proud to be me." Now, if you're going to buy that sign, I think you also should be made to buy a sign that says, "I'm a dork." That's just my feeling. And I guess we don't have time to mention the old Primetime Film Festival, do we? Huh? We do? What? Oh, I guess we do. Turns out we have plenty of time for that thing. It's on the 28th of November, which is Thanksgiving night, and it'll be on opposite Dynasty. Huh? Night after Thanksgiving. It'll be on Friday night, 10 o'clock, Friday night. And who's on the show, Paul? You?
Yes.
Me
and the band with a video.
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox.
Johnny Winters.
Jonathan Winters.
Yeah.
Terry Garr.
Yeah.
Who am I leaving out? Chris Elliott. Diane Sawyer from CBS. It's a great show. It's a fabulous show, and it's a wonderful show. And
everybody made a little film.
Watch it? Huh?
Everybody made a little film.
Yeah, that's right. It's a series of original, brand new films for the show. That'll be on opposite, what the hell is it? Knots Landing. Huh? Falcon Crest. So watch it, and I think you'll have a good time, and there's talk of a rebate. Let's get to the viewer mail, can we? There we go. Letter number 1. Thursday, we always answer our viewer mail. Here we go. Dear Dave, we are 2 poor college students who want to make some money legally. What do you suggest? Signed, Maureen and Jean, University of Kansas. Well, here's what you do. Get yourself a band, some half-baked jokes, and some lame celebrities, and do a talk show. Here's the catch, though. You have to be willing to work at least 1 hour a day. Has one of these signs in the rear window of his car, and it says, honest to God, "Proud to be me." Now, if you're going to buy that sign, I think you also should be made to buy a sign that says, "I'm a dork." That's just my feeling. And I guess we don't have time to mention the old Primetime Film Festival, do we? Huh? We do? What? Oh, I guess we do. Turns out we have plenty of time for that thing. It's on the 28th of November, which is Thanksgiving night, and it'll be on opposite Dynasty. Huh? Night after Thanksgiving. It'll be on Friday night, 10 o'clock, Friday night. And who's on the show, Paul? You?
Yes.
Me
and the band with a video.
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox.
Johnny Winters.
Jonathan Winters.
Yeah.
Terry Garr.
Yeah.
Who am I leaving out? Chris Elliott. Chris Elliott. Diane Sawyer from CBS. It's a great show. It's a fabulous show, and it's a wonderful show. And
everybody made a little
watch it. Huh?
Everybody made a little film.
Yeah, that's right. It's a series of original, brand new films for the show. That'll be on opposite, what the hell is it? Knots Landing. Huh? Falcon Crest. So watch it, and I think you'll have a good time, and there's talk of a rebate. Let's get to the viewer mail, can we? There we go. Letter number 1. Thursday, we always answer our viewer mail. Here we go. Dear Dave, we are 2 poor college students who want to make some money legally. What do you suggest? Signed, Maureen and Jean, University of Kansas. Well, here's what you do. Get yourself a band, some half-baked jokes, and some lame celebrities, and do a talk show.
Diane
from
Sawyer.
CBS. It's a great show. It's a fabulous show, and it's a wonderful show. And
everybody made a little
watch
film.
it. Huh?
Everybody made a little film.
Yeah, that's right. It's a series of original, brand new films for the show. That'll be on opposite, what the hell is it? Knots Landing. Huh? Falcon Crest. So watch it, and I think you'll have a good time, and there's talk of a rebate. Let's get to the viewer mail, can we? There we go. Letter number 1. Thursday, we always answer our viewer mail. Here we go. Dear Dave, we are 2 poor college students who want to make some money legally. What do you suggest? Signed, Maureen and Jean, University of Kansas. Well, here's what you do. Get yourself a band, some half-baked jokes, and some lame celebrities, and do a talk show. Here's the catch, though. You have to be willing to work at least 1 hour a day. By the way, this stuff is perfectly safe. It's just chopped up asbestos. Letter number 2. Dear Dave, what do you do to cure boredom? Just wondering, Lorraine Black, Saginaw, Michigan. Read a book. That's always a good way. Play a little high-lie. I do that. Go to the dog track. Paul, what do you do to cure boredom?
Well, nothing special. Well, I do a little thing with a knife.
With a knife?
Yeah.
Well, let's see it. What do you do with a knife?
See it?
Yeah.
All
what do you do? You have a knife. All right. Take a look at what Paul does here with the...
Little thing right there.
Do that for Mr. C. Mr. C. Now, don't, Paul. Don't be playing around with it because you're going to hurt yourself.
Picking my teeth.
No, don't.
No, it's not.
He's a barbarian. He's from Canada, you know. Nothing. Number 3. Dear Dave, would you ever consider reading a letter on viewer mail that started with Dear Paul? Sincerely, Brian L. Arsenault, Gardner, Massachusetts. You know, Brian, we never really have read a letter on the show that began Dear Paul, but I thought it might be fun, so I went through one of the bags of mail this afternoon, and I have a letter here addressed to Mr. Paul Schaefer. And if you don't mind, Paul, with your permission, I'll just open this up and we'll read this letter.
All right.
Do you mind?
Sure, go ahead. It'll be fine.
Okay. Open it right up. There it is. See? Dear Paul,
I hoped I would never have to write this letter. I will always treasure the years we had together. But I have met a man, a U.S. citizen, with whom I have fallen in love. I was going to tell you in person, but my girlfriend Dee Dee said, why bother? Anyway, I have decided to keep the expensive engagement ring you gave me as a memento. But all our big plans are off. Please don't try to see me or call me.
Oh, boy. Gee, I'm terribly sorry, Paul. I'm terribly sorry. Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, you and this Amanda must have been pretty close, huh?
Who?
Amanda?
Amanda. Oh, Amanda. Oh, doesn't matter, doesn't. I didn't know it. I thought it was, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I thought it was somebody. I guess the joke there would be that I probably was supposed to.
You'll want to take this with you to the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Letter number 3, 4. We just keep going. That's what happens. You hit a little dry spot, you just keep rolling. Now, not that that was a dry spot, of course. Dear Dave, as your wonderful show is on very late at night, I get in the habit of taping it for viewing at a normal hour the next day. Soon, friends started to come over to watch with me. Then I got the idea of charging them $2 to watch the tapes. I now make about $20 a week. I just want to make sure this is okay with you and NBC. Sincerely, Peter Lecoq, Santa Monica, California. Peter, you raise an interesting question here, and to clear things up, I want you to meet NBC's president and chief executive officer, Mr. Robert C. Wright. Bob, come on out here. Nice to meet you, Bob. How you doing?
Thank you, Tom.
Bob Wright.
And thanks especially for this opportunity to introduce myself to your hundreds of viewers.
Yeah.
I'm Robert C. Wright. Grant Tinker is gone. I'm not Grant Tinker. Now to the question of tape recording NBC shows for personal profit. Go ahead, tape anything you want and charge as much as you like for private screenings. No prior clearance is needed. We're knee-deep in paperwork as it is. Now that we've cleared that up, I just want to remind you folks about General Electric's new 170-watt soft white bulb. It's a better bulb for reading or for just leaving on for hours and hours and hours until it has to be replaced. Thanks again and keep watching.
Well, thank you, Bob. Nice to meet you.
My pleasure.
Robert Wright, ladies and gentlemen. Have a nice... Paul, how much money do you think General Electric will generate in revenue this year? Take a guess.
Oh, gee. 100 grand.
$40 billion.
Holy cow.
40 billion. That's right.
I can't get an extra $5 for cab fare.
Oh, we'll take care of it, don't worry. Where are we, 4 or 5? Thank you. Dear Dave, do you have a favorite practical joke that you like to play on people, and if so, would you be kind enough to demonstrate it for me? Well, you know, this comes to us from Bob Thompson, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I do have this one little thing I enjoy pulling from time to time. In fact, I remember the last time I did it. It seemed like, gosh, it was only a couple of days ago. Oh, boy, Paul, nothing like starting the day with a hearty breakfast, huh?
You said it, Dave.
Oh, thank you very much. Do me a favor, check the toaster, see if it's warm yet for the toast.
Sure.
Ah! Oh, whoa! Holy ah!
Look,
Ah!
crazy glue. Yes, sir. That's comedy, isn't it? Okay, thanks for selecting us for your late-night viewing this evening. I think we have a delightful program. Billy Crystal is here, John Lithgow, and Barbara Mosley. We'll be right back with that and much more after you take a look at this, folks. Hi there, and welcome back. And one thing before we bring out our first guest, I've just been notified that for his performance in an unprecedented 3 viewer mail letters tonight, and by the way, Paul, beautiful job on each one of those. The New York Theater critics have awarded Paul Schaefer a Drama Desk Award. Here you are, Paul. It's all yours. Congratulations. You deserve it. Nice going.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Beautiful. You know, I don't know what to say. You know, doing that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame gig was a big kick. But
well, you deserve it. Congratulations.
This being honored by your peers.
Yeah.
I guess it just means that you like me.
Yes, we do.
You like me. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
$40 billion. The company that owns this network is making $40 billion, and this is the best we can do. It's always a pleasure to have this man on our program. He is a very funny comedian as well as a talented actor, and will be seen in person this weekend at the Sands in Atlantic City. Please welcome back Billy Crystal. I know you're busy as always, and you've been traveling, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you.
You still have the beard.
What?
You've had that for a while.
Are you kidding?
How long have you had that?
This is 18 weeks of growth.
But I mean, you've had a
I'm
beard.
a real man.
You've had a beard now for quite a while.
Yeah, I've had it on and off. I grew it for running scared, and then I shave it. This is for a new movie, though. This is for, get ready, this is for the life story of Luciano Pavarotti.
Is that right?
And I play him as an infant. But you know, he was a big baby. See, it's a joke like that.
Yeah.
He's playing Atlantic City, too.
Is that right?
Can you imagine that act?
No, not really.
Okay, guys are just the ones to have fun. When I say Pagliacci, just the women only. You give it back to me. So it should be fun.
How long were you in Europe?
I was on and off for almost all of last month.
Yeah. Was that, were you bothered at all with the concern about terrorism?
Well, you get a little frightened when you go to get your seat selection, and a woman says, "Do you have dental charts?" That gets you a little bit frightened. But otherwise, no. There was a situation. I was getting on a plane in D.C. to get on a jet to go to London, and they have those they're like trucks that take you out.
Oh yeah, what do they call them?
I don't know,
Yeah.
but it's a big thing. You get on it, and then it rolls you out.
What it means is you have to wait in line 2 more times.
Right, exactly. So the place is crowded, and the talking is as loud as when I first started doing comedy. The audience is...
I know that feeling.
Yes, they're just jabbering away. And the last guy runs on, and he's a very Middle Eastern-looking man with a gift-wrap package. Everybody stopped talking in a second and just looked at this guy. It was like out of a movie. And he went... It's my sister's birthday, I swear. So there's a little paranoia, but I had a great time.
You went to...
I was in England, Germany, and Italy. England, I went to make a film called The Princess Bride, directed by Rob Reiner. It'd be out in the summer. But I'm not good with math, so the money change was...
Rate of exchange is
Oh, it was horrible, because you know it when you tip somebody, and they go, "Thank you, sir!" Oh, God. It's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
You feel like, you know, when you're 6 years old and you didn't understand your own money, and you just would say to the butcher, "Take what it's supposed to be." You don't do that there.
Do you know what the rate of exchange is? How many pounds per dollar or
pound
dollars
is
per pound?
$1.50 now. See, but a pound is a coin about that size. So since it's so small, you feel like you should give people a lot of it.
Yeah.
You know, so thank you, sir. Oh, God.
And Running Scared is playing in Great Britain now? Or?
Running Scared opened this weekend. It's doing great there. And then I went to Germany, which was... Have you been to Germany?
No.
This is I wasn't there too long, and I don't want people to get upset, but it's not an e-ticket. It's a little sullen. It's a gray, unhappy. Like, I think the big hope for Germany is if Ted Turner would buy it and just like color it, you know. And hell, I own it.
Did you want to answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was my fault.
Maybe we missed. He didn't
fault.
call for it. It's not your fault, Anton.
Do we roll the tape back and do it right? Yeah. The big hope for Germany is if Ted Turner would buy it and color it.
Yeah.
But I'm crazy about this. Oh, I have to tell you this story. They know nothing about what I've done since 1980. There's this moratorium.
The Germans?
The Germans, yeah. They get soap. Soap they think is a current show. So now when so they think I'm still doing it. So when they saw Running Scared, the press was like, "Whoa, homo boy, now detective." They were like, so. But your show...
And they seem to have a Japanese accent? Is that what you're saying, Billy?
I only do one. I only do one. So, did I do an...
I don't know. I haven't been to Germany, so I...
And we can't roll the tape back
no,
again.
let's don't do that.
But your show, cassettes, this is the truth. Your show, cassettes have gotten out there. I guess to Frankfurt for the Armed Service Network is there. And we went to this comedy club with 2 Ks. And there's a little left-of-center comic German comic, who refers to World War II as stupid Nazi tricks. This is the truth.
Is that right?
Yes, and no one knew what he was talking about. I was like rolling. It was very fun. It was very fun.
Now, did they change the name of your film? And I'm sure they dub it, right? It's not your voice anymore in the film.
No, it's a German actor. The movie there is called Die sind Weißen nicht zu fassen. which means these two run so fast you can't catch them. What do you expect? There's this big Japanese population, and it's driving everybody nuts. Went to a Chinese restaurant in Germany. I guess I was feeling so Jewish I had to have Chinese food. So the menu in a Chinese restaurant was cellophane noodles, mit, schnack mit. It was very bizarre. And they take American television, old shows, and make them like their own. You know, Candid Cameras Watching You. It's a big show there.
That's really what they call it?
Yeah, Candid Cameras Watching You. And their stunts are sort of like what Alan Funt would do, but more with a barbaric approach. Yeah. What we've done is killed his brother. But wait, my Japanese again?
No, this is better.
Watch what happens when his other brother, Fritz, comes in and finds our staff member, comedian Tom O'Malley. He's working there too. So it was great fun.
And then the film's in Italy, huh?
The film is in Italy. You leaving?
Well, I think we have a clip from promotion for the film in Italy, right?
Yes.
All right, we'll do a commercial, and then we'll take a look at that when we come back, all right? All right, we'll be back. And we'll be back. Crystal is here. John Lithgow is here. Do you know John Lithgow?
Yes.
Yeah. He's here. And Barbara Mosley. She's an 80-year-old woman who dances.
Really?
And I think it's, is it adagio dancing? Where her partner throws her all over the floor, is that it? Yeah. So we'll look forward to that. Now.
They're going to throw an 80-year-old woman around the floor?
What I understand, yeah. Younger partner, and they do this. They were on Dance Fever.
How old the partner? 78?
Yeah, he's 78. Yeah,
78.
He does all the lifting. So
78-year-old dance. Well, I'm going to lift you now. Wait. Oh.
Now you could be spoiling their act.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So they have the film running in Italy.
Yes.
Yeah.
There it's called The Perfect Pair of Idiots.
Not bad, but it's not running scared, is it?
No,
yeah.
No. And I met the guy, Eduardo Ruano is his name, who dubs all the Italian spaghetti westerns into English when they're made there in Italian.
Yeah.
And it's that voice.
Yeah.
I had lunch with him. Bill, so nice to meet you. Would you like a cup of cappuccino? It's that voice,
Yeah.
the dubbing voice. And he was out of sync, which was flipping me out totally. And then he brings his son, Eduardo Jr. So nice to meet you, too. My father has told me so much about you. In the background, I hope no one was seriously hurt. It was hysterical. So the movie, it's so strange to see your voice gone and in Italian. This is just a very short little 30-second.
So this is actually on the air on Italian television now?
This is the coming attraction, part of the coming attraction, but the movie's running in the big
a trailer for the film that's now playing in Italy. What is it?
A Perfect Pair of Idiots.
Perfect Pair of Idiots, formerly Running Scared.
Stiamo cercando qualcosa di nuovo, di stimolante, che ci dia un futuro.
In quale altro lavoro vi fanno sparare alla gente?
Fuori i soldi. Ci state rapinando. Da non credo.
Meglio se ci credi o sei morto, i soldi!
Lasciateci almeno la patente e le fotografie. E i distintivi. Non posso crederci, hai mancato tutti e 6 colpi. Cosa stai dicendo? Colpite il parabrezza 6 volte di seguito. No, i 6 colpi erano i miei. Ah, erano i tuoi? Sì. Ma se hai sempre avuto il tiro... Stai criticando il mio modo di guidare? No, le urla che hai sentito non erano le mie, erano del... Adoro questo lavoro.
That's very strange.
Isn't that weird?
That's really odd.
It's very strange.
Is the movie doing well in Italy, as far as you know?
It opens this week.
Yeah. Boy, that is really odd, isn't it?
It's very odd.
Yeah.
The German was, I brought the German, we didn't have time for it. That's even stranger.
Did you get to do any sightseeing while you were there, or was it just pretty much...
I think of you a lot.
Well, thank you, Billy.
No, this is the truth. And I was in the Vatican, and I'm in...
Well, of course I would come to mind.
I have this little video camera, so I'm shooting the ceiling of St. Peter's Basilica, which is really spectacular. And in the background, I hear a chorus singing. And I don't think anything of it, except it's making my shots look great. You know, it's like, and I'm shooting the sculptures, it's the paintings on the ceiling, it's phenomenal. So I start to pan down, and I see the top of his hat, and I come down eye level, it's the Pope. There's a truth, 30 feet in front of me, with the, you know, the conehead hat. He's wearing that. I don't mean any disrespect, but it's a big hat.
Yeah.
It's a very big hat. And he looks right in the camera and gave me one of these, and he poked me. He gave me a poke.
Yeah.
And it was fabulous.
He poked you.
It was fabulous. But I have it on videotape, one of those little...
Now, that's amazing, because I would think that he would not be just out there among the masses unscheduled like that.
It was a service. It was St. Martin's Day. They retired Billy Martin's number in the Vatican, too. No, it was... we put it in the Rastis deal. And, no, there he was, just walking around poping. It was amazing.
And you have that on your home video?
I have it on... I'll bring it next time.
That's a pretty neat deal. You're going to be this weekend at the Sands in Atlantic City. Big room, big night.
About 800 seats. We'll have a good time.
Sounds like a great show.
You're going to come down, no?
I'll be there, ringside.
With Sam and Dave will be with me.
All right, we'll be there. Nice to see you, Billy. Thanks for driving by. We're going to go. We'll be right back after station identification.
The #1 musical in America. Cats, the world's most thrilling event. There's just never been anything like it. Cats. It sings, it soars, it dances, it dazzles. The memory of Cats will live forever. Now starring former Teen Beat Hunk of the Month, Chris Elliott.
Come on down to see us. We're hot. Meow.
The best musical ever. In a word, Cats.
Thank you. Thanks, Paul. We have time here for a top 10 list, but before we get to that, let me tell you about Monday's program, another good one. How do we keep turning these quality programs out night after a stinking night? Listen to this one, kids. Tom Poston from The Newhart Show, also Victoria Principal from Dynasty. Tuesday. I'm sorry? What? Oh, something. Ladies and gentlemen, something's wrong. Run for your lives! Monday, it's Tom Poston, Bobby Rahal, and Victoria Principal. And Tuesday, she'll be back. Because she's such a multi-talented, fascinating woman, we don't think one night is enough. So, Monday, Victoria Principal, Part 1. Tuesday, Victoria Principal, Part 2. Bobby Rahal. Do you know who Bobby Rahal is, Paul?
Stevie Ray Vaughan's brother?
That's right. Oh, race car driver.
Oh.
Oh, the best. Champion.
Really?
Yeah, this year, 1986 driving champion here in the United States.
Not familiar with his work.
Our top 10 list tonight from the home office in Milwaukee. The category, do we have time or not? Folks from Milwaukee? Or were your hands numb? The category is top 10 errors in last night's presidential press conference. Number 10, repeatedly confused Iran, Iraq, and Amtrak. Number 9, seemed to believe Peter Graves was head of CIA. Number 8, said he assumed post office would lose arms shipment anyway. Number 7, admitted knowledge of Mideast came largely from reruns of Danny Thomas Show. Number 6, thought stuff we sent over was mostly M80s and cherry bombs. Number 5, wasted time showing reporters here's the church, here is the steeple trick. Number 4, shouldn't have cited Superman as our greatest weapon. Number 3, kept mispronouncing Shiite. Number 2, let Iran put entire purchase on stolen Visa card. And the number 1 error in last night's presidential press conference, kept referring to Khomeini as the Garagiola. A commercial. We'll be right back with John Lithgow after this, folks. So return. Paul. Our next guest is a very versatile actor. In the world according to Garp, this man played a 240-pound transsexual. In Buckaroo Banzai, he played a mad scientist, and he can currently be seen in the Lincoln Center production of The Front Page. As newspaper editor Walter Burns, an Emmy winner, a Tony winner, and an Oscar nominee, also a graduate of Harvard. Please welcome John Lithgow. Hi, John. Pleasure to meet you, sir. How are you? 240 pounds? Nice to have you here. I always enjoy your work when I see you in films. Very impressive job.
Well, thank you. I always enjoy watching you.
Well, I find that hard to believe, but thanks anyway. Is it Lithgow? Because before tonight, I always said Lithgow.
No, you're absolutely right. In fact, you've been saying Lithgow, very resolutely, and I owe you a great debt of gratitude for that.
I'll look forward to collecting. What is that? Was I right about that? You said we met, well, let's take a look at the picture, and we'll discuss the weight later. This is a still shot taken from the motion picture, The World According to Garp, and there you are.
Yeah, that's me, all right.
Good Lord.
Those were the days. As a matter of fact, that is the very first scene that I worked on in that film. It's not the first scene I appear in, but it was the first time I was in drag in front of the cameras. I remember it vividly.
You know what? Let's take a look at that again, Hal. I think some small pearl earrings would look really good. And what kind of preparation does one go through to get to that finished product?
Oh, God. Well, I think the most painful thing was wax depilatory. It gave me a new sympathy for women altogether.
You had it done on your arms, on your legs? And
everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, with one exception. But my legs, my belly, my chest, I went to one of these Madison Avenue manicure, pedicure, depilatory studios, which I had never known existed. They smear little patches. The women perhaps know about this, but the men certainly don't. They smear patches of wax, I think, laced with honey, and put cellophane on it and tear out all...
And they just tear the whole thing out?
Yeah. Oh, and this, I mean, it had to be done about 100 times to me.
And sodium pentothal, I guess, so you're out cold?
No, I was quick. And I mean, it was so excruciatingly painful the first time it happened, and I looked over my body, and I said, this is going to go on all afternoon. I decided the only thing I could do was turn this into a kind of kinky sexual pleasure, you know, and I was sitting there in my underwear. I can't believe I'm telling this story. Well, I guess I just have to go on. In briefs on one of these tables with crinkly paper on it, like in a doctor's office, and this kind of cute girl, the kind of woman you find, I suppose, in these salons, was busy doing... both of us were trying to ignore what was going on. She had no idea why this was being done to me. Nobody had told her. And here I was working on this being something other than a painful experience, and I became incredibly aroused. You might say visibly aroused. And, you know, she just became more and more sort of attentive to what she was doing.
Yeah.
And sort of silence fell over both of us for a long period. All you could hear was, you know, about every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And the first time either of us spoke was after it was all over, and she said, "Are you married?" And I swear to God, that is a completely true story.
So how many times have you gone back?
Actually, you only have to have it done once every 2.5 months.
Yeah.
I can sometimes stretch it out. Oh, my God, what am I admitting here?
Now, I was told this afternoon that you told a member of our staff that you had kind of a peculiar dream last night, kind of an anxiety-ridden manifestation about being on the show.
He told you this?
Yeah.
Well, it's true. I mean, you and Paul, you're very much at home here, and I have watched the show. It's almost an unhealthy habit with me. I love this show, but when I heard that I was going to appear on it, I must say I was stricken with terror. Maybe something like what you're feeling, anticipating Johnny Carson tomorrow night, Paul. And that very night, I had this extraordinary dream, which was anticipating this night. The David Letterman show took place in that medieval castle that's featured in the UPS commercial, you know, where the delivery man is running through the Black Forest and dun, 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 dun. And just like a few minutes ago, I was wandering around waiting to appear, and I heard all the stupid pet tricks and everything going on up there in that castle, and I was getting more and more anxious. And I came upon this little carriage house with these two cute little NBC pages in their blue blazers, and they ushered me in and asked me if I'd like to take a bath before the show. Apparently,
Which is standard procedure, by the way.
Yeah. That's what they told me.
Kind of a hygienic spray and.
And I said, I suppose if that's what one does, I better get on with it. I got in the tub and I was taking a bath in this white-tiled bathroom, and I could hear the sounds of the show. It's just like being backstage. And during a commercial break, you came in, and you were very wired, and you were kind of like this medieval jester. Completely, you were very eccentric, I have to tell you. And you asked if everything was all right. And I said, everything's fine, except that I noticed there's no urinal in this bathroom. And just at that moment, I heard a sound. I turned around, and there you were behind me. You had this remarkable suit of clothes that you could take off in an instant. And you were standing there naked.
That's enough. That's it, John. That's just about all the time we have for on that dream segment of tonight's show. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, that was a dream. This is...
Those of you who tune in halfway through that.
Boy, that just gets stranger and stranger.
I know.
I'll tell you what, we need to do a commercial, and then we'll be back to complete the bath with John. Welcome back to the program. What were some of the jobs you had before you were supporting yourself as an actor full-time?
Well, I drove a cab for a while. I worked on a radio station.
Where was the radio station?
In New York, WBAI.
What did you do for them?
We did live radio drama, actually, and a satire show.
Yeah, that must have been fun, huh?
Yeah, that was great. Yeah. I remember once I was paid $50 to be the narrator of a cable, like Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous show, which went around showing off Robert Redford's Utah house. And I think that's about the lowest I ever stooped. I never.
So that was like a cheap version of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, if such a thing exists. But now, did Robert Redford know that this videotape existed of his home?
I have no idea.
And you said, "And this is Robert Redford's kitchen."
Yeah, exactly. It was that kind of thing, talking about architectural uses of the terrain. And, my God, what a life!
What did you do when you? Do you remember the first time you went to Hollywood? Your first encounter there as an actor?
Oh, God, I thought I'd hit pay dirt after sort of a dry month in Hollywood. I auditioned for a movie that was being directed by an old college friend of mine, and he was so excited. He said, "To hell with meeting in an office. Come over to my home tonight. Let's have supper. I want you to meet Lynn Stallmaster. He's the biggest casting director in Hollywood. Come on." And I thought, this is it.
Automatic.
This is what making it in Hollywood means.
That's the way it happens.
And I went there that evening, and I kept waiting for a few minutes while he finished up with Lynn. I got to know his gigantic Great Dane dog. I sat in this extraordinary Hollywood Hills mansion. It was belonging to George Siegel. He was just subletting it. And then...
This is not another dream, is it, John?
It's a nightmare. He invited in Lynn Stallmaster and said, "Lynn, I want you to meet John Lithgow, the best actor I have ever seen." And I thought I had died and gone to heaven.
Sure.
And Stallmaster asked the standard question, "So what have you been doing recently?" And I started in on my standard answer. And this gigantic dog chose that moment to fall in love with me.
Oh, that's sweet.
And hug my thigh. And I was trying to carry on, I did a small but very good role in a recent film. And nobody would call this dog off.
The dog's looking for change, or...
The dog.
Checking the crease in your pants or something.
The dog got hired.
Now that's and when the owner doesn't do anything about it, that's
true story.
Yeah. Let's see. You're still in the front page. Things going well there.
We open on Sunday.
There you go. That's what I said. They open on Sunday. And well, good luck with that run.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Thanks for your time.
We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.